Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF Friday Night Smackdown. I, Michael Cole, with Renee Young and with Corey Graves, and today on Friday Night Smackdown, we're going to see Father Yule or Santa Claus here today on Friday Night Smackdown. Ho, 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 and happy Yule. Happy gathering of lights, and happy gathering of followership as well. It is I, Santa Claus, Father Yule, and I know we're getting truly near to Yule, Jesus' birthday, which for us Christendom folks goes for about 12 days. You know, from the 25th of the 12th month until like the 6th or so of the 1st month. Now, that's for Western Christendom. Eastern Christendom does Yule in the 1st month, and the setup's the same way. But at the end of the day, I want to let everybody know what our true grounds for onlooking Yule is. You see, God so loved the world, He gave us His only Son, Jesus, as a gift to all mankind and all womankind. No need of what their backgrounds were, worship was, beliefs were, what speech they spoke, what their love choose was, what their handicap, illness, or sickness was. Jesus atoned for the sins of all mankind and all womankind, so everybody could go to heaven. You know, not only for those who believed that the deed had happened, but for those who also believed the deed did not happen. And I put gifts underneath the Yule tree to onlook God for giving Jesus to us as a gift, to on the forlong that gift giving that the wise men and the shepherds did when they got to where Jesus was born. And over the years, there have been a lot of folks who said that, oh, Jesus wasn't born in the 12th month. There wasn't a 12th month at that time on any day book. Well, it's true, the Holy Book doesn't say what month, date, or year, or what time Jesus was born. And some folks think that He was born earlier than when He was born. Others believe that Yule was put in the 12th month, that Yule was shifted for the onlook of Jesus soon after, under the grounds that it took instead of other holy days that happened around that time. And whatever the grounds think or why, I believe Jesus was born on the 12th month. If there wasn't a 12th month at that time, well, whatever. You know? So anyway, I'm going to here to say, wish everyone a happy Yule, a happy gathering of lights, a happy gathering of followership, and also, are there any other days that I'm leaving out? You know. Well, here comes Xander Harris coming in the ring now. I know you wouldn't think that you would have saw me coming out here to hang out with you, but you know I've been good for many years, that I have been a friend of Buffy Summers for many years, and still am a good friend to her to this day. Oh yes, Xander Harris, I'm quite aware of that. And what I would want for you is to have a match for the TWF Hard Middle Winnings. Well, isn't Autolycus the King of Thieves, the TWF Hard Middle Fighter? Yes, he is. But do you want to fight him? I mean, he does got a yesteryear getting lost. No, it's more like he doesn't get lost. It's more like he gets, it's more like he gets missteaded than lost. Yeah. It's more like he gets, missteaded than getting lost, So yeah, that's what it always shifts out to be, that Autolycus, the King of Thieves, gets missteaded. And that's the bind that he tends to happen to him. You know. Oh, you worried about Autolycus, the King of Thieves? Well, you should be worried about me, Xander Harris, because I want to pick a fight with you. Well, why do you want to pick a fight with me for? Aleister Black, what's the meaning of this? Me and Xander Harris we were talking, and you came out. Well, you can't even stand up in the ring. This has nothing to do with you, Father Yule. It has to deal with Xander Harris. Oh, I think it does. Because I was out here talking to Father Yule, not saying anything wrong, talking about how I want to have a match with Autolycus, the King of Thieves, if he is a TWF hard middle fighter or not. I don't know. And you come out here, get in our way. Yep. You get right put on the bad list for that one. Is that right, Xander Harris? Is that right, Father Yule? You're going to put me on the bad list? No, I'm not going to put you on the bad list, but I'm going to say it was mean for you coming out when we were talking. How about now? Bam! You're going to put me on the bad list now? I want to be on the bad list. Or how about, most likely I give you something to put me on the bad list for. How about you don't bully Father Yule and you get your match with Xander Harris here today on Friday Night Smackdown? Because as we all know, that's what you came out for, Aleister Black, to start something with Xander Harris. Father Yule? Yeah, I guess you're on the bad list now. But that wasn't my doing. That was God and Jesus' doing. But you're forgiven. Well, as we all know, Ric Flair made the match. And now we have Autolycus, the King of Thieves. We have Xander Harris taking on Aleister Black. Who seems to be irked if no one's looking at him. Michael Cole said, and it seems that Aleister Black is angry that the whole world wasn't watching him, and now he's taken out on Xander Harris. Michael Cole said. Well, I could tell you something. Renee Young said Xander Harris came near times to becoming the TWF 24/7 fighter. And he was good when he was on the play-by-play team, was he not? Oh, he was, Autolycus says. But he was always that man, and Buffy the Bloodsucker Slayer always had the funny shit to say. He was like the Joxer of the Buffy world, I guess. Oh, but I don't think he can beat Aleister Black. Well, Xander Harris took down Aleister Black, Michael Cole said. Alright, Corey Graves, we'll see that happens. A body slam. No, I don't think Xander Harris is going to be beating Aleister Black anytime soon. And why would Xander Harris even want to fight Autolycus for the TWF hard middle winnings anyway? I don't know, Michael Cole says. I don't know, Renee Young says, because I guess he thinks he could beat Autolycus, the King of Thieves. That's my only guess that I'm coming up with. Whatever his grounds is for it, Michael Cole says, God bless him if he does get that match. And also, he's making a comeback here. Oh! And down goes Aleister Black, who the only thing he's ever done in his whole time in WWE was to be former WWE NXT heavyweight fighter. Xander Harris coming back. Oh, Aleister Black just knocked him down. Spin kick. This match is over, Michael Cole says. Yeah, that's funny, because that's how Aleister Black won all his matches. when he was on NXT the first time, Raw the first time, Smackdown the first time, Smackdown the 2th time, and his 2th run in WWE. That's what he did with an AEW too. Corey Graves says 1, 2, 3. Ding ding ding. Here is your winner. You know, here is your winner, Aleister Black. Well, Aleister Black, who was, beat Xander Harris here today on Friday Night SmackDown and wanted Father Yule to put him on the bad list. Why that is, your guess is good as mine. Renee Young said it was a good match between Xander Harris and Aleister Black, only I do wonder if this is a one-off or we're going to get a war out of it. Well, I can tell you one thing right now, Corey Graves says, you do not want to get a war out of it. We all know how it is when Aleister Black had his war with Wonder Woman. We saw how it was when he warred with other folks. I think Xander Harris is going to be in a bind, But I'm thankful that Aleister Black beat him. Well, I guess you're right to that belief or not, Corey Graves. All right, take it away, Jim Ross. Thank you, Michael Cole, Renee Young. I'm going to be talking with Aleister Black here today on Friday Night SmackDown. All right, Aleister Black, it seems to me that you wanted to be on the bad list, and why start something with Xander Harris? I'll tell you why, Jim Ross. Because when I came to the Toy Wrestling Gathering back in 29 Between While, or 2020 While from Big Lots back in the day, I wanted to pick a fight with someone. And I see Xander Harris, or Alexander Harris, or whatever you want to call him, he's got to be the weak link. Alright, I know a lot of folks are going to say he said all that funny shit when he was on Buffy the Bloodsucker Slayer. Between 97 while to 2003 while. But at the end of the day, all that ha ended. So you're starting a war, started something with Xander Harris. I don't understand what that's all about. And why you want to be on the bad list? Because everyone fears being on the bad list, Jim Ross. Everyone fears being on, we'll call it, the sinful list. Because let's be earnest about it. Only God and Jesus have the good list. And some bad list. And why, Father, you'll have to have a list of folks, good or bad, is beyond me. But I'm not frightened or scared of being on the bad list. And Xander Harris should know that this is the beginning of a long, long war. Well, that's my talk with Aleister Black. Back to you, Michael Cole and Renee Young. Thank you, Jim Ross, for talking with Aleister Black here today on Friday Night SmackDown. And it's all the time we got it for Friday Night SmackDown. I, Michael Cole, with Renee Young and Corey Graves. We hope you like Friday Night SmackDown, and we'll see you tomorrow for Collision or Hit.